Okay, good morning, children. After the explanation of this lesson, which you have watched in the previous video, I am going to make another video for you related to the objectives of this lesson number 14. But before starting this video, I am going to tell you that if you have not subscribed my channel till now, please subscribe it because on this channel you will get more and more material related to your studies and related to the assessment as well as some more new things you will come to know. Okay, now please subscribe it, like it, and share it. Now let's come to the video of this uh, lesson, Blue Hot, Blue Cold. The objective of this lesson, the first objective of this lesson is able to know the use of air in the process of heating and cooling. Or you can say that to know that whether a cold can be hot and hot can be a cold. Okay, children, now let's see. Now the for the first time you are able to understanding this term, the air is present everywhere. You know what is air, you don't know, but I am going to tell you that air is present everywhere. It is colorless, so we cannot see it. When airflow in motion, we can feel it, and air in motion is called wind. Like when you are sitting in the room and there is no air, but means you can say that there is no air, but when you switch on the fan, you can feel it because now it is in a motion form, and you can feel that something is moving and you can feel the air. So this is the way we can conclude that air is present everywhere, and motion in motion form it is called as wind. As given in the story, we have read the story of Mr. Balishtia and the woodcutter. The woodcutter used the same blow first to warm his cool hands, and after that, the same blow he used to cool his potatoes. This two scenes confused Mr. Balishtia, and he, in the last, he actually concluded that, oh, this woodcutter must be a something magical man or a jinn type. Okay, it means that there is nothing new, something different. But the thing is that the air can be used in the process of heating and cooling as well. Okay, the same blow woodcutter is using, and the activity which we perform in the classroom, it experienced you that the same blow is hot when it is near to your when your hands are near to the mouth, and when you put your hands at some distance from your mouth, the same blow is cool. Okay, so this is the answer, and in this way you can conclude the objective of this lesson, the first objective of this lesson. Now the second objective is able to know that the list of work done due to the blowing air, means where we use the blowing of air in our daily life. So few examples I'm giving you related to the lesson, but along with that you can find out much more lesson examples, because the air is very important part of our life. You know, without air we cannot live. We breathe in, and so that we can remain alive. So blowing is to blow from your mouth. Okay, so by blowing on the hot things we try to cool them. For example, to cool hot milk, to cool warm dal or roti or chapati, in a journal is a general experience of our life. And also by blowing on a cool hand to make them little warm, as the Mr. Woodcutter has done in the story. By blowing on the spectacles to clean them, as our grand parents do. Sometimes they do like that, they only blow on the spectacles and they try to clean them. Okay, and in the same way, by blowing into a musical instrument to produce melodious sounds like flute, bean, trumpet, mouth organ, shehnai. These are some few musical instruments which produce sound only when we blow into it. And with the help of a paper, you can make a whistle. And if you blow into it, a very loud sound comes out. This activity you can do by yourself at your home. Doctors use stethoscope. You know, when you fall ill and you went to the doctor and he put a stethoscope on your chest and he tried to hear the sound of your heart, that is the heartbeat. Okay, means these are the few examples which we used in a day-to-day life where air is used. And see, this is the one of the more objective which I have included, which is hot blow and which is cold blow. These are the two pictures in which you can find out that the blow is the same. Blow is the same. Only see the difference of the distance between these two objects, the hot tea and the cool hands. So children, this is all about the objectives of this lesson. It's very interesting chapter. And along with that, one more thing you must know about it is that the movement of hot air and the cold air. Yes. What is the movement of hot air and what is the movement of cold air? For this, I am going to prepare one special video for you that you can watch after this. That will be the third video related to this lesson, but that will be magical. If you will watch it, you will definitely try that experiment at your home and you will feel amazing. Okay, so be patient, have patient to uh, have that video. Till then, I'm thanking you once again. Please try to subscribe and like this channel. And again, I'm going to now close this video. And thank you.